and our panelists here from the Divinity School over at Yale University. We're actually going to be doing something a little bit different this time. You know, many of the events that we've had, you know, have dealt with history or politics, or we even did one on cheating in modern America. I know some of you guys came to that one. But this one's going to be an interfaith dialogue. I don't think we've done one here in Connecticut, you know, or here in New Haven, for that matter. And this is actually our first one as Phi Beta Sigma here on this campus. We've done these interfaith dialogues on other campuses, UNLV, and University of Pennsylvania, and a few others, Drexel University in Philadelphia. So with that said, I really want to thank you guys for coming out here. And I'm going to go ahead and give a quick, brief description of the event that we're going to about the event that we're going to have tonight. The event is entitled Father Abraham, the Patriarch from an Islamic perspective. And as many of you guys know, Abraham is a venerated figure in Christianity and Judaism, but a lot of people forget that he's also an important figure in Islam. You know, Muslims have a very prominent role for Abraham, the Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, in the Islamic tradition. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a quick description of the type of event we're going to have here tonight, and then I'm going to have an introduction of our distinguished panelists, all who are my colleagues, you know, fellow students over at the Divinity School at Yale. And after that, we're going to have I'll lay out the structure of how the rest of the event's going to go. So with that said, I'll read you guys here the description, which is Islam is one of the most significant religious traditions in our world today. The adherents of the faith make up almost a fifth of the world's population. Like Christianity and Judaism, Islam also identifies the Patriarch Abraham as the progenitor of its faith, and he is afforded a place of high honor amongst Muslims. Indeed, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are referred to as the Abrahamic faiths because of their shared history and tradition. Tonight, Phi Beta Sigma, the University Chaplain's Office, and a panel from Yale University's Divinity School will take a look at the Patriarch through an Islamic lens and explore the foundational role Abraham plays in Islam as a prophet and apostle of God. Our hope tonight really is that you all who attend will take home with you a bit further insight about faith, history, interreligious dialogue, and modern relationships between two of the world's, all great religions of the world, because Abraham is venerated in many other faiths too. You know, people don't know this, but it's not the Abrahamic faith. He does have a prominent role in world religion. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and introduce panelist number one. I guess we'll call her for now, but her real name is Christian Watkins. Christian Watkins received her undergraduate degrees from the University of Kansas in sociology and religious studies. She graduated with honors from the sociology department. She received major departmental distinction for her research regarding young compatriot political identity in 2010. Is that the right word? Cypriot, yeah.
Learning about Cyprus.
Okay. She is currently completing her Master's of Divinity degree from Yale University, focusing her efforts on the impact of religious identity on political culture, narrative formation, nation-state building, and democracy in the Middle East. Interfaith dialogue, she believes, is the practical but crucial component of all her research and endeavor. So, and we're thankful to have Christian here on our panel. She's actually going to be opening up the with a talk about what interfaith dialogue and interfaith relationship is. Next we have Omar Salim. Omar Salim is a first-year master's student at Yale University working on an MAR. He is a frequent khatib, or preacher, at mosques here in the New Haven area. Omar is the founder of the Bin Rushd Institute for Dialogue in Egypt and an honorary member of the Worldwide Association of Al-Azhar graduates. He holds a bachelor's degree in engineering from the University of California at Berkeley. Omar Salim is an American Sunni Muslim. He recently assembled a think tank of religious Muslims, Christians, and Jews in the USA to consider options for peace in the Middle East. The group helped compose and write the Patriarch Abraham initiative and gained support from various religious civil society organizations as well as Stanford University in California. Omar participated in many interreligious initiatives. Recently, he was involved in facilitating several scholarly research paper discussions on Islam-West dialogue at Al-Azhar University alumni conferences in 2009 and 2010. Omar conducted several presentations and workshops about the religious nature of the Middle East conflict and the role education plays in helping resolve the conflict. He is a senior fellow at the Foundation of Religious Diplomacy in New York City. Omar once traveled by car from Salia, Egypt to Safat, Israel on a fact-finding mission and to meet with the chief rabbi of Safat. This was in the summer of 2009. Is that correct, Omar?
That's correct, yes.
Before his peacemaking efforts, he had a successful career in the real estate business in Palo Alto, California, up there in the Bay Area, Northern California, which is it was good down there. Like, and another tidbit about Omar is that he was actually in my small group orientation, BTFO, at the Divinity School. So we go back from almost day one when we both started here at the university. And last but not least, here we have the Reverend Vincent Stokes II. Elder Mr. Vincent Stokes is a native of Cleveland, Ohio. We have some other Cleveland folk in the building. And is a member of the new Sardis Primitive Baptist Church under the pastorate of Elder Larry D. Tatum. Elder Stokes accepted his call to the ministry on Sunday, July 4, 2004 at New Sardis Primitive Baptist Church and was licensed on September 19, 2004 and was ordained as an elder on June 11, 2011. Elder Stokes has served the church diligently on the local, state, and regional levels with his time as well as talent. He has served in the local church as youth minister, Sunday school secretary, and he currently serves as an associate minister. Elder Vincent Stokes is a 2009 magna cum laude graduate of Fisk University with a Bachelor of Arts degree in religion and philosophy. Vincent E. Stokes currently attends Yale Divinity School, where he is in his third and final year. He's about to graduate. Mr. Graduation man here. I'm trying to be like him someday. And is a candidate for the Master's of Divinity degree. And he also served as the council president there at YS. And he's going to be giving a response and reflection from a Judeo-Christian perspective to the stuff we have coming from Omar here. So, and also I must address this is a Greek event. This is a regular man here, and I have to give him his due respect and consider that here in this introduction. So with that said, our panel is going to go like this. We're going to have some opening statements from our panelists, starting with Christian, then Omar, and then Vincent. And then after that, we're going to open it up to a discussion between you guys, question and answer session. So if you have any questions, please formulate them. We really want this to be an engagement between you, the audience, and our very distinguished panel here. And I do, think about it. This is actually a great opportunity to, expand your minds and interact with some folks who know a lot about this material here. So with that said, we'll go ahead and start with Christian.